What is good, Niner Faithful? It's the Captain, Talofa Faithful. How are you guys all doing tonight? Well, I figured I'd try something a little different today. It's Monday, the day after we beat the Arizona Cardinals. I've noticed that there's a lot of these reaction videos going on of people basically just watching the highlights of the game, and they seem to get a ton of views for everything. So we're going to give it a shot. We're going to watch the Week 15 game of the San Francisco 49ers beating the Arizona Cardinals. And yeah, we're not going to do any like a deep breakdown or anything like that, like you would see on like Johnny Odell's channel or like JT O'Sullivan, even John Chapman, all those guys that actually do film breakdown. Not really our thing. I'm not really a qualified person to do that. Just going to be watching the highlights and see how this does. So let me pull this up onto the screen. All right, more than likely, I cannot share the audio because we all know how crazy that the NFL gets with this stuff. So, all right, we are going to go ahead and we are going to watch this play. All right, and first off, it will be the Cardinals with the ball. Now, first thing I'm going to call this. It's again, this is not a breakdown. It's just something I've noticed. One of the things I've noticed so far that we are doing much better this year. Come on, you can go back a little bit more. Is watch 94. We are going to keep Kyler Murray contained. A lot of time before this end on either side or any of them in general would just dart straight after him. And then whoever was the quarterback, whether it be Kyler Murray, Russell Wilson, Geno Smith, Lamar, Patrick Mahomes, insert your whatever random mobile quarterback you want. We dive in going for sacks. We don't keep contained. This one, we are actually keeping pretty good contained. He holds a spot right there. All right, then we got a blitz off the edge coming on this one. A good pickup of the Cardinals. He goes deep. Then we got, well, we'll say this. Fred Warner did not have the best of games yesterday at all. All right, backs getting halfway decent pressure. See what happens? They got it. Now he's outside. Now, nobody really dove in from the outside, but they were able to. He was able to get outside. And there it is. I'm going to pause this on James Conner right now because I'm going to say James Conner to me is one of the most underrated players in the league, especially at running back. Um, let alone what the man has come back for him with his blood transfusions, cancer, and everything else he's gone through in his personal life. I mean, he still runs hard. Honestly, I think if we had him on our team, he would be a great addition to this team. He has the same kind of mentality. He doesn't take shit from nobody simply because he knows you can't beat him because of everything that he's taken care of and or he's gone through in his life. So he's just not scared. But yeah, shout out to James Conner. I've always liked him and thought he's a really good back. All right. Yep. Kinlaw got a little low on that one, or a little high on that one. Just got moved out of the way. Christian McCaffrey with the bounce outside play, which he has just done immaculately all year long. It's funny how Debo caught that and then went back 7 yards and still got the first down. And of course, Caffrey going outside finds that just that little hole turns a 3 or 4 yard gain into about 20 or so. JP Mason with a fake, and then we just leave Debo wide open. How do you leave Debo Samuel that wide open? I don't understand. And look, one of the things that JT Sullivan has been saying about Debo, and I completely agree with him, is that on plays where Debo is not getting the ball, he does tend to, not give it his all. But on this play, it actually seems to work because you see him just in this very lackadaisical jog going across the excuse me, going across the formation. And, they're looking at JP Mason. Looks like we're going to hand off to him. And then, like I said, Debo keeps going with that very just slow jog. And I'm sure someone had an eye on him, but they didn't actually watch him. And they saw JP, they saw the fake, and instantly everybody went down. And next thing you know, Debo's in the end zone. If he had just turned around, that was an instant pick for Greenlaw. Good contained in the pocket again. There is Charvarius Ward with the pick. The first pick six this season. I think you can pretty much cement him at this point, especially after the 3-game losing streak. He's got to be a top 5 corner in the league. Just not going to tackle anybody. Nice stunt up the middle. Another tight end. How is it that we've got linebackers like Dre Greenlaw and Fred Warner, and we are letting these guys just tear us apart in the middle when it comes to tight ends from other teams? Kyle's like, I'm done with this shit. Purdy with the long drop. That's another one of the ones where you heard JT O'Sullivan. He absolutely hates these 7-step drops. Kyler on the keep. See, there's another one where we didn't keep contained. We just dove right at them. We bit on them going inside. Third and 1, and we'll get it. Okay. The middle of our defensive line with Hargraves and Armstead out was just open. And I don't think necessarily like Kinlaw, I didn't think had a terrible game. I say that as he's just getting pushed back. Actually, no, that wasn't him. I think that was Givens that was getting pushed back. Cardinals kicker's got a leg on him. I can't even. He makes 50, 60-yard field goals like they're nothing. Half a second, that ball gets picked. With the eyes. Great catch, one-handed. Little taps it to himself and then keeps going. Love it. Any, receivers of anyone do that. And there it is, CMC. And who are we going to vote for MVP? Because you're going to have CMC taking votes away from Purdy and Purdy taking away votes from CMC. So can we just do a co-MVP with these two? I would love to see co-MVPs. It's only happened twice, I want to say, before. They didn't show the almost fumble. Kittle with the stiff arm. We'll go back with this one. They blitzed Brock, and he just hits it perfectly right where the two blitzers come from. So right in this area. Bam. There's nobody there because they blitz and they go straight to Kittle. He read that pre-snap and went straight to it. It's one of the reasons why Purdy is so good right now. He's just seeing everything. And I love this one. Go deep. Boom. Yeah, we're watching that one again. Brando got beaten, just practically tackled the guy, and he still got out. Good job by McCaffrey getting up after stumbling. No one's going to touch him. He's smiling. He's like, yeah, I got it. Woo. And I've seen people already talking about this play where they're saying, oh, one of the knocks on Purdy is that everything is schemed, is that he doesn't actually have to play football. He just has to follow whatever Kyle tells him. Well, he didn't follow Kyle on this one. This is one of those plays, obviously 100% ad-libbed. He's just scrambling, looking for anything. And this gets, again, this kid is playing years above it. And it's got to be, the extra time that he had to develop, mentally, playing for 4 years at Iowa State more than anything else. That play time is what puts him ahead of everybody else probably his age. The only person who's even close to him right now is going to be CJ Stroud. And CJ Stroud's played, amazing for a rookie. But again, he also played quite a bit, I want to say. Murray going deep to another tight end. How do we leave tight ends that wide open? Demo was definitely chasing him. He did not want him to get that touchdown. McBride is going to be a very highly sought after tight end in next year's fantasy football leagues. Kyler Murray doing Kyler Murray things. There's not a whole lot you can do with that, honestly. Getting that yak. Whoop. He's gone. Man. If we get this McCaffrey for the next 3 or 4 years, because, he's got some wear and tear on him from being in Carolina. But, man, if we can get this for 3 or 4 years, even 2 to 3, this team is just so unbeatable. And a lot of people don't realize how powerful of a runner he actually is. They're like, oh, he's a smaller guy, but he'll push you. Boom, look, he gets that and he just runs him over. Him and Banks. Look at Debo getting in there. Debo basically was blocking 2 guys because he pushed one guy into the other one and basically took the second guy out of the play. Holding up top on Young. And there was all the arm tackling bullshit. Let's see, how many arm tackles did he get through there? One, two, three, four. 4 straight through up the middle. You'd almost think that they were deliberately saving themselves for next week. knowing we can just should be a team we blow out, which obviously we did, and that we're saving ourselves for the big game. But still, you don't want to see this. That's Fred. Fred has those games every once in a while where he doesn't tackle. He just kind of throws shoulders at stuff, and yeah, where are the safeties on that to cover that? Interception that will not count. Never understood why stuff like that doesn't count. It should. Boom. Look at that. He's pushing a couple guys right there. Look at BA down there. BA gets off, I think, more on blocking these guys downfield than he does scoring touchdowns. There's Debo on the swing. Nice push by Juice. Give him another 2 or 3 yards there. Now we got the close JP Mason in there. Mason starts for maybe 20 other teams in this league, and we give him 3 to 5 carries a game. Oh, so good. So good. Look at this. Bam. Literally the only place Debo could make the catch. It either goes incomplete or Debo catches it. It's just ridiculously good. It's hard to ask a DB to do more, especially in that position. Look at that, the pylon cam. Maybe JT O'Sullivan will be happy. He's been asking for one of those for a while. Going deep. Interception number 2 for Charvarius Mooney Ward. Why are you running? Just go down, brother. Juice. There was Sam Arnold sighting. Screen to Juwan. Usually that's money for third and Juwan. This is the first field goal that Jake Moody has kicked in like 4 or 5 weeks. He just hasn't needed to. Honestly, I don't know why they have Murray in at this point. So there's no point for Murray to be in this game. There's our touchdown. Good throw, good catch, honestly. Garbage time points. And then there's a kneel down. And that's it, folks. First ever Niner Faithful Radio 49ers game highlight, reaction video, watch along, however you want to call it. We'll see how this goes. I'll probably do this for a few weeks, maybe up until the end of the year. Maybe, obviously we'll be doing it past to the playoffs as well because we are into the postseason already. We'll see how these videos do. Keep them up, see how these things go. And we'll keep doing it. For anybody else who watched, if you're new to us, let me pull up our stuff. Where to go? Post game, half game. Where is our followers? So yeah, if you don't know who we are, this is Niner Faithful Radio. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, and Twitter. All of those are managed by yours truly, Captain Niner. You can also check out me on my personal Instagram that I also it's pretty much the same thing. How I have more followers on my personal Instagram because I pretty much post the exact same stuff on the show's one, but I have more followers. So follow both. Yeah. We do shows. Our main show is on Tuesdays. That's going to be with me and TJ. Excuse me. We have a show on Friday, which is our drinking show. Kick back with us. We'll do a weekend review if there's any news. We'll talk about any transactions the team has gone through, any other regular stuff that's gone up. Big news in the NFL if it pertains to the 49ers in general. Then we do a quick preview of whoever we're playing that week. So that's our Friday night show. Also, Friday nights, we are part of the Friday Night Variety Show. It's a bunch of guys that we do shows with starting at 7 o'clock on Fridays. Again, you can find that one with either be us at Niner Faithful Radio on YouTube. There's going to be No Border Sports with Ryan, David McNair, Brian Colt, Niner Sickness Podcast, Twin Empire, Terradome, 49er Minded, and I'm missing another one that I can't think of off the top of my head. Oh, Brian Colt, BC. All of us, we take turns holding a 2-hour segment every Friday night. We talk, of course, 49ers. Pretty much everybody's a 49er fan. Joe Stevens. Joe Stevens is our Seahawk resident in the Friday Night Variety group. He's also there. We have a couple other people from other shows, from other teams that show up once in a while. A lot of it's just hanging out, kicking it, because after a while, you kind of run out of necessarily 49er stuff to say, because we're just talking the same topics over and over. So eventually it just becomes a kind of like a goof off show, kind of a good way to end the week and everything like that. So we also do that. Game days, we do have TJ with the pregame. I will be live starting at the 2-minute warning for the halftime report. And then Jamie will be on afterwards to do the postgame. So leave a comment below if you like this reaction video and see if you'd like to see us do more of this. All right. Thank you very much. Bang, bang, Niner gang. See you.